Okay, good afternoon, or good evening, whichever way you want to do it. So, I'm on to another project. On the back of the conversation that we previously had on the previous video, and Tracy turned around and says that she wanted to move the shop from the workshop to the log cabin. So basically what I'm doing now is looking at ways of how I can make that happen, quite plain and simple. So there's a few bits and pieces that I need to sell in the log cabin. There's a sauna in there and there's a treadmill. Got to get rid of them, and then obviously I can move everything from the one place into the other. So that's one thing. Right, so obviously I'm getting a bit old now and my body's smashed to pieces, so I need to start getting people in to do things which I didn't really want to do, but I ain't really got much choice. But what my plan is now is I had a conversation with Dave, again Copy and Pete, and the idea was to literally just sit the vats. So I was going to just sit the vats there, put a frame around them, box it all in, and then stick the vats on the top. You can see 2-inch diameter things on the top. Dave went, nah, you don't want to do that. So you want to dig down, get some MOT, put some MOT on the top of it, get them level. And once you've got them level, then sort them out accordingly, and then a couple of 3 ton of gravel, hide it round, fantastic. So that's what I'm going to be looking at doing. So what's going to happen now is this is all going to be the sales area, so that'll be the shop. So the idea now is going to be, I'll just walk around so I can show you. So you can see that's the door. So come through there, then obviously we're going to get the CCTV installed. I've already got one up there, but I want to get another one. So this will all be tidied up, so that will be the shop. As you walk through, that now will be the sales area there. So that area there now, which is 5 metres by 3.2 metres by 5 metres by 5 metres. But to make it easy, 25 square metres. So what I'm doing now, I'm getting a few people in, a few landscape gardeners in bits and pieces, and like I did with the fiberglass, if they give us a decent price, I won't say anything in advance, but if they give us a decent price, then I'll tell them it's going to go on the YouTube channel and how much it's going to be and blah 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 blah. So I'm predicting MOT, it needs to be digged down about 150 mil, give or take a little bit, and then I reckon 6 inches of MOT on the top of it, whack a plate it down, make it look the business. So I reckon realistically about 35 quid a square metre, give or take a little bit. So obviously there's a few people that's giving me quotes. Ideally the target I'm looking for is about 800 quid to do it, which when you think about it, there's about 10 tonne of soil that's got to come out. And I know it sounds like a lot, but when you think as soon as you've got it out and it expands, especially this time of the year, it literally doubles or even triples in size. And I know that from what I did at the top of the garden. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get a load of quotes in, and then obviously a decent price. I'll pick in the middle. Never go for the lowest. Never go for the lowest. But same can be said for never go for the highest. But my tip is never go for the lowest price, because there's an old saying, you buy cheap, you pay twice. So obviously to get down to a really cheap price, it's going to be cheap materials, the job's going to be done cheap, just ain't going to be worth it. So what I would personally say is aim for the middle. So if you get 5 quotes, third quote, that'll give you the target, wouldn't it, and go it that way. So what's going to happen now, I'll show you again. This area here now, up to where that bird box is there, so to that post, that's all going to be dug out. That'll have a frame in there, all that'll be dug out there, and I'll retain all this. That area then, so then you can walk physically along here, you can view the vats, and then you can walk around that side and view that vat in there. And what'll happen then is those 2 filters will sit at the back, and then I've got access then round the back to the filters, and then I haven't got any issues with anybody tripping up or injuring themselves in any shape or form. That'll be box sectioned in, so that'll be raised up as well. And then all this area then, because if you look, there's quite a bit of space I'm not using anyway. So that's the plan, so I'll get that in. So obviously this is a bit of a start on this one, so once I've got all the quotes in, I can tell you where we am. See if I was roughly about see if I was roughly right. If I was, I think I might be a quota for a landscape gardening company or something like that. But you never know, dear. Yeah, like I said, I've got about another 3 people coming tomorrow. I've got 2 people. One's been today. When I say one's been today, his price was bloody expensive. Bloody expensive. 2.5 grand. You know what I mean? Oh, excuse me language. I do apologise on that. Because I've got no way of editing this, so please excuse my language. I apologise for that one. So yeah, so like I said, what we'll do is come back to you once I've got a quote, tell you where we are with that then, and then obviously I'll let them do whatever work they need to do. Once that's done, and then I can show you the next part. So I've got a target. I need to be, even though I'm already shop ready, but I want to be shop ready, as in vats, fish, everything, by the first week in March. Because on the assumption then that we've got everything done where we need to do, I'm going to put an open day on first couple of weeks in March, beginning of the season, to welcome everybody to the new area, and hopefully we'll have some small fish here. So basically then the kids can come. Hopefully I'm going to come up with really something stupid. I don't know, 5 little fish for a tenner. So, and let's see how we get on. What I'm going to be doing then is, I don't know, I'll chop and change everything, so I do apologise. So that's going to be decommissioned then, so there won't be any quarantine facility in there. Okay, I'm sure you can guess where the quarantine facility is going to be now. That's going to be the quarantine facility with the 3 tanks in there, locked, so nobody can get in. That's the plan now. So I know I'll keep chopping and changing things, but the trouble is at the moment I'm in a situation where I've got one area for quarantine. Once I've got fish in there, I can't put anything else in there, which is an absolute bloody nightmare. And that in there is 700 litres. What I want to do is make sure that when I've got enough quarantine facility for heating and ramping, koi house is the perfect opportunity for doing it, and I could still use exactly the same water, still feed the plants and everything else. Job's an absolute gooder. Same as down here, I could do exactly the same down here. So yeah, I know I'll keep chopping, changing things, but you know how fluid things on here. Think of it as something called continuous improvement. There's a good word for you. That's the new one, continuous improvement. So till the next one, catch you later.